Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network. A long summer comes to the end, but we got one more in us, just like Vince Carter, one more in us as we do our final DraftKings Best Ball Draft of the summer. Tyler, doesn't it feel like the changing of the seasons? Like the leaves are changing colors?
Yep, we get football next week. Here we're all back, spread. It's really good. College starts this Saturday.
College started. We had Iowa State versus Kansas State. We had
Stanford
losing in Hawaii. This week. Yeah. No, I'm just messing around. But it's almost sad. This is, our last draft of the summer, but then it's really exciting that we get real football and we get to talk betting as well. So Tyler and I are going to hammer down the exact time, but it's going to be Tuesday, probably around the same time. And next week, hey, I know you guys love seeing us, and we're going to be back. But instead of drafting best ball teams, we're going to be going over what happened over the weekend, and then of course looking ahead to them next week to find our best bets. I guess we won't be going over that stuff for this week's show, Tyler. But from here on out, we're going to combine kind of our reaction show and the best bets into the same show, because a lot of times we were repeating ourselves on Tuesday when we were talking about the stuff we saw from the teams. So Mike Robb in here, he started off with some kind words. Tyler, is that a harbinger of things to come? Do you think we'll get a supportive Mike Robb today? All summer strong, these two dominated the DK lobbies.
Gotta see how
nope, I was wrong. You told me I had to go search for my glasses. Unbelievable, Mike Robb. You buttered me up with a compliment right before the punch to the gut. Tyler, I'm trying to think, what are the main news today? I'm trying to think. Amari Cooper on the Raiders, Jacoby Myers asking to be traded. Let's talk about my favorite team. Tyler, what do you make of this?
They just said earlier today they're not trading Jacoby Myers, so I don't think he gets moved. Cooper, I mean, he's a shell of a body. You guys traded for the Super Bowl winning Kenny Pickett, so Geno's got a backup now since Aiden O'Connell broke his hand. I mean, I don't think that changes much.
Bro, we got fleeced.
Activated today.
The Raiders got fleeced, dude. Kenny Pickett's not even worth the very last pick in the draft.
I mean, I agree with that. But the Browns just washed their hands with him. They traded a fifth and DTR for him, and then they got a fifth back for him. So it never happened.
I mean, good for the Browns, but I was disappointed as a Raiders fan. I thought Cooper was going to be okay, but my buddy said the same thing as you. Like, he's not even a player anymore.
Yeah,
and I guess it's a good point. If you can't make it work with Josh Allen, All right. Some other news. Boy, dude, my Jaleel McLaughlin share is going through the roof right now. Audric Estime got cut. Did you see that?
Is it McLaughlin stock going up, or is it what's the kid, Tyler Batty?
No. Like is that who it is?
They said he's one of the better passing blocking backs that they have. So JK is going to be the starter. They said RJ Harvey's looks like terrible when it comes to pass protection. That is no good. Because if you can't pass protect in the Sean Payton system, you don't play.
Yeah, no, I took him. I had a home league draft this weekend. I took RJ Harvey, and then
it looks like Ollie Gordon's
coming. It was the first running back I took, and I'm not even going to start him.
Yeah, it looks like Ollie Gordon's coming to life because Jalen Wright's starting off the season hurt. A-Chain's already banged up.
Terrible. So. You know how high I was on Jalen Wright, too. I have a lot of shares of Jalen Wright, so I was a little disappointed in that. Trying to think what other news we had. MBS got cut. I don't know if that really matters to us. We didn't draft him at all, did we?
I couldn't even tell you what team had him.
Maybe you guys?
No.
Doesn't he run around with Rodgers everywhere? Wasn't he on the Jets last? Maybe he was on the Packers. I don't even know who had him either. Spunky says Najee is off the NFL list and a tight end is engaged to a singer. Okay. Thank you for that update. Is it true that you just wanted to say Batty, Tyler?
No, I'm looking through other news to see what else we got.
Torrey Horton to the moon. That's the Seahawks guy, right?
Yeah. So that's my guess. MVS was a Seahawk.
Yeah, I don't think MVS being on that team was going to affect the Seahawks or the Torrey Horton steer. Anyways, it's funny. I was talking to a guy at work. He's a Seahawks fan, and and I was mentioning Cooper Kupp. He had told me he drafted JSN in his little home league.
How about the Bengals having 75% of their cap space locked up in 4 players? That can't work, right?
No. I mean,
like this isn't the NBA where you could just top load a team and just go give me
even in the it doesn't
guys.
work anymore.
Yeah, it doesn't anymore. But
it was like a little 12-year stretch where you could do that, and it's over now.
Yeah. I do not think this is going to work in football.
No, yeah. I mean, the Bengals are just one of the worst run organizations. I mean, how good did the Steelers run, right? I mean, you just have crappy organizations that you go against. The only one you have to worry about is Baltimore.
The thing is they're still better than us.
You think so?
Yes, they're still a better team than us.
I don't know.
Could you, like, me and my uncle were talking about this. Could you, like, this year with the Steelers, like, it's just like every other year. Like, you want to say they're going to be good. There's a lot of giant question marks every year. Like, at some point, these question marks have to backfire.
Yeah, I would agree with that. But I mean, just obviously, Cincinnati is so much better than Pittsburgh on offense. But as much better, this is not good English. Please forgive me. But as better as Cincinnati is than Pittsburgh on offense, I would say Pittsburgh is even more better. I mean, I should be just kicked
I know what you're getting at, like, team-wise, but, like, if you just look at the last...
Cincinnati might be like a bottom 3 defense in the league.
No, agreed, but look at what teams have done over the last 10 years, Fred. That one year they had where they made a run is better than anything we've done in the last 10 years.
Fair enough. I mean, you're right. I mean, because they have a legitimate quarterback, they actually are more of a Super Bowl contender with you.
Yes. All they have to do is get to the playoffs and they have a shot.
Mike Robb was surprised I have a real job. I mean, does working for 4 hours a day throwing boxes around count, Tyler? Does it count as a real job?
I mean, I guess it does, yeah. It's technically a real job. You get benefits
today
from
it. Today I think I only got 3.5. Today I started at 4 a.m. and got off at 7:45. You can answer this question, Tyler. Mike Robb wants to know if we need to be high to understand my breakdowns today. What do you think?
No, I don't think so. I think Spread was he was just tripping over his words on how you're trying to break down the Steelers. He couldn't let himself say the Steelers were worse than the Bengals. His words wouldn't let him.
Well, in my defense, I am kind of tired today. I would normally be sleeping right now, but I'm happy to be here with you guys doing a draft. I'm trying to think. Was there any other like crazy cuts?
Brian Robinson finally got moved. That happened.
Oh, since the last time we talked. Yeah. What do you think of that?
I mean, I wasn't drafting him before, so I'm not drafting him now. It's CMC's handcuff. And I mean, Korski.
I actually like him better in this spot.
Yeah, and Korski Merritt's hype is ridiculous now.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he's a great player, but I just won't draft him anymore at the new 80.
He's ranked at 90th on the DK board already.
Yeah, what was he, like 180 2 weeks ago? Before that one preseason run where he ran through the Red Sea, where then Moses parted. What was the other one? Oh, Mixon. He's on
missing the first 4 games.
Yeah,
I mean, we kind of thought he was going to do that.
I was getting excited. There was kind of rumors that he might be back by week 2.
All right. I'm going to keep asking this question because I've asked you this question every time we've come on these shows for weeks.
Okay.
How much longer and how much closer to the beginning of the season with no Rashee Rice suspension before we go? Yeah, he's probably not getting suspended this year.
Bro, he's getting suspended. They're not going to announce it till after the trial, which is at the end of September.
So they're just going to let him play the first couple weeks?
Yeah, he's going to play like 3 or 4 weeks, and then he's going to be out for the rest of the best ball season. He might come back for playoffs.
I wouldn't be surprised if they just waive it off till next year.
You hate
And
law and
then
order, bro.
especially
You
if they're
want to
like
live in an anarchy, Tyler. You just want people to just run people over with no consequences.
if they're going to suspend him for 10 games, I think they wait till next year.
That'd be wild. Didn't this incident happen last year? Because I remember not drafting him last year with the idea that he was going to get
The incident
suspended.
happened last year, and then they didn't do anything. It's just the NFL.
They're going to wait till he's
them.
like 31 years old and wash like Travis Kelce.
Yeah, they're going to wait till the Chiefs run Super Bowl window shuts, and they go, all right, now we can suspend them.
Yeah, they're like Mahomes is out for the rest of the year. They're like, oh, let's get it out.
If Mahomes' ankle rolls in the first couple weeks, he's getting suspended.
Yeah, they're just like, yeah, he's suspended. All right, let's talk about this one from Mike Robb. He says Tajay Spears in Tennessee is out for 4 weeks now. Got to mean Pollard goes up this week, right?
Yeah, I mean, Pollard was
I think in the single week DK, but I don't know, man. Last year, and we talked about this before, Spears was so much. I mean,
that last
Pollard was so much better than Spears.
Is another reason why I think he's not getting suspended because, yeah, here you got to go do 30 days in jail. We'll give you 5 years to do it, so he could just push this off as far as he wants.
What? Since when do you get to choose your jail sentence?
When you make enough money.
And speaking of jail sentences, Tyler, I have something I want to talk to you about when we hit a lull in the show around round 16, around 17. Maybe you can guess what it is. No, I'm waiting until we hit a lull in the show. You know how like around round 16, round 17, we kind of run out of hot takes as we're just dumpster diving. Okay, cool. All right, let me think. Is there any other ones? I think we're about ready to start the draft, and then we can just talk a little more about stuff that we saw over the weekend. Tyler, there was a football game, a high school football game from Northern California on ESPN. Did you watch Grant versus Folsom High, Tyler?
I did not.
Okay.
Right,
I couldn't either. I was too busy watching reruns of Arizona State, because that's how I like to spend Saturday nights.
All right, let's count this down and get in the draft. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And there's only at 720,000 entries out of 880. And we're the final entry in this draft, so this board's going to start right now.
Damn, is it Spunky? Is no Spunky in here with us today?
I don't think we got anyone.
Yeah, that was kind of bad timing, huh?
That was bad timing.
I don't know. Yeah.
That was really bad timing. I mean, we've never been. That was the first draft I think we've ever been the last guy in.
Oh, we're 12. Yeah. So apologies, guys, if you want to draft with us. So, Mike Robb was mentioning they justified the jail thing because that was part of his plea deal. Okay.
Who are we targeting a 3 spread? One of the first two if they're left there, or CeeDee Lamb?
We're not taking Saquon, so yeah. Bijan or CeeDee. Have we even drafted CeeDee all summer? If
I think
both of them are there, yeah, I wouldn't mind taking some more CeeDee. I don't really think that we have enough of him. But to be fair, it's not like we've been passing over him. If you're not in the top 4, you don't get him. I've seen him go as high as number 1. What were you gonna give to everybody?
No, I was gonna say, you want to hear my 14-team redraft team that I drafted last night?
Sure.
I got Jalen Hurts.
14 teams in the league.
14 teams. It's just a redraft league. Me and my buddies do it for fun.
That's fun though, because I can't wait to hear how like your third wide receivers look. All right, let's hear it.
So I got Hurts at quarterback.
Okay.
I got Gibbs as my first running back. I got Caleb Johnson as my second. Devontae Smith and Worthy are my 2 wide receivers.
Okay.
McBride's my tight end. And this is a double flex league. My 2 flex spots are Matthew Golden and Jaden Higgins. And my defense is the Bears. And on the bench, instantly gaining spread points right here, Braylon Allen.
Bam.
Rashad Bateman.
Hey. Okay.
Pat Bryant.
Uh-huh.
Rico Dowdle. Jordan Mason. Your boy J.J. McCarthy. Keaton Mitchell.
Yeah. It's pretty
not
good,
bad,
dude.
team.
For 14, man.
Yeah, 14 teams. That's not bad.
Dude, I did a 10-man league, and it's like, dude, my team is stacked, but then you look and everybody's team is stacked.
Bijan or CeeDee?
Because, your choice. I think I wouldn't mind some CeeDee. It feels like we have more Bijan than CD so far this season.
Still CD, yeah.
Yeah, I would just switch things.
DraftKings has still yet to show you exposure percentages, which is kind of annoying.
Yeah, I mean,
did you see our boy got cut in Tennessee today?
Who?
Restrepo.
He did?
They caught him.
Oh, that's too bad.
Need the big board up.
And that's a team that actually needs a receiver, which doesn't bode well for his career, right?
Yeah, you're
I
probably
would
right.
rather sign him than Amari Cooper.
I can 100% agree there.
So Fanspeak will love this at my home draft. The guy drafted Tyrone Tracy and Scatterboo was still on the board. And so I went up and grabbed the sticker and be like, I just got the best running back on the New York Giants as I put it up on the board. So in that league, we all put our own stickers on, which makes it kind of Vanna White-ish.
Oh, yeah,
who Vanna White is, Tyler?
You said Dana White?
Vanna White.
Oh, Vanna White, no.
Okay. Help him out, Mike Robb. Let him know about the beauty that is Vanna White.
Nico Collins going all the way up at 7. He's moving up a little bit, at least in this spot.
I got sniped for CJ Stroud in that home league draft. Look at Mike Robb. He's just all over me today. Who does 10-man leagues? Me, obviously, Mike Robb. Unbelievable. What, you don't like having stacked teams? You probably don't like stacked women either, Mike Robb.
They must have just updated that because I checked it last night and I couldn't see them.
But you have it now?
I don't want to pull it up on my phone and pull us out of this draft.
Okay.
I'll do it afterwards and I'll check it.
All right, guys. Well, reminder, this is brought to you by fanspeak.com. I need you guys to like the video. I need you guys to subscribe to the channel. Let's actually switch to that banner there. Where are we at right now? We're probably ahead of 773. But a 24-hour live stream party when we hit 10,000 subs.
Sprite, did you hear my touchdown parlay me and Holden gave out for week 1?
No, I didn't watch that show yet.
It's just a little reel. Like, it's like a 10-second reel.
Oh, that's why I don't watch it. For some reason, I don't watch shorts. Is there something wrong with me?
I mean,
I literally skip over the short section every time when I'm on.
It's the old man in you. That's just I could say that.
I mean, I don't know.
But yeah, week 1, Neighbors, London, Metcalf, and Waddle get you 45-1.
Waddle's the one you're worried about, right?
He's playing the Colts inside the dome. Like, you got to think. A-Chain's banged up. Tyreek Hill's dealing with all his stuff. You got to think he's going to get looks in that game.
Tyler, sometimes things happen that are heartwarming. And when Felix Castro comes to your aid, it's hard not to feel excited. He says he's in an 8-man league. Now what, Mike Robb? Oh, and so Mike Robb, well, he acts like he's the justice system in America. He says you're a millionaire. Rules don't apply to you. Great job, Mike Robb. Were you the judge at the last time I had to go to court? We're at 784 currently. Let's try and get these subscriptions up. Tell a friend. Obviously, we are switching to betting content and daily fantasy content as the season kicks off. I know, Spunky, I wanted to draft with you for the last time. Now we're going to have to wait all the way till next year unless you want to do an NBA best ball draft.
Speaking of those, I did one of those. Those are pretty fun.
They're fun, huh?
They're a little
I
different.
like them.
They're a little different.
Why is that?
Just like the way they build the teams out and how the players are categorized from like bigs to wings to guards. Certain guys are like, this dude ain't a wing, he's a guard.
Yeah. What sucks for me is like 1 year when I made the playoffs, it's just like all your players could technically play, but they sit them. Like I remember Anthony Davis, like he carried this one team and then played like 2 games in my 2 weeks of playoffs. All right, where are we at? Who are we looking at?
We're up in 1. I wouldn't mind either of the top guys. Lad plays Dallas.
I'd rather have Lad than Bucky personally.
I agree, but Bucky's not a bad RB1 to start, and he's got a very easy playoff schedule. Atlanta, Carolina, Miami.
I'm fine with either one. But
Looks
if it's
like
up to me, I'm taking Lad.
We're taking Lad.
Okay, cool.
Good Lad.
Yeah, sounds good to me. We haven't taken really much McBride at all, have we?
We took him once or twice.
You want to take him if he comes back around to us?
No, when this comes back around, we should take Hampton, I think.
Hampton. You like Hampton more than Kyron?
Yes.
Do we have any news? Okay. Do we have any news on Stafford's back?
They said he's going to give it a go week 1. I think this is going to be one of them things where it's going to be, can he survive? Take Hampton.
Yeah, since you won't let me take JSN because you're just the ultimate hater, but
no, we're not taking JSN. If anything, we'd scroll down and take McLaurin wherever he's at. But let's take Hampton. Let's get our first running back.
Correlation?
Yes, because Washington plays Dallas in the championship week.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe he'll drop a little, although I don't think he will now that he's resigned.
I think
Spunky was messaging me how when during the holdout he was getting a bunch of ADP deals, but now it's over.
Yeah, common sense says he's moving back up this board, but it's just the where and how quick does Jaden come off the board? Because I'd really love to come back with our next 2 picks and go Jaden Terry, but I don't think we'll be able to. That'd be a great
that would
start.
be sweet, but I don't think
we could do that start. That would be awesome.
Although Spunky told me he's got Jaden Terry 4-5 before. But I wonder if he was around 9 or 10 pulling it off.
Well, no, it's just when did he do that? Like, was it earlier when they were both going higher? Was it later once Terry started?
I swore it was like within the last week. If Spunky, if you're still watching, jump in and let me know because I swore you texted me that within the last week. Yeah. So, all right. So we started with we got 2
back off the board.
No, it's our second. Josh Allen went.
Oh, Josh Allen already went. Where'd he go? Oh, he went second round. Wow. Oh, there goes Jaden Daniels third round.
Yeah, no, that was like
I didn't think we'd get him. It was a pipe dream, but we could dream.
Yeah, that was like Mike Robb getting lucky with his wife twice in 1 week. It just probably not going to happen.
Oh, shots are fired.
Well, he started it. I was in here ready. I thought this was gonna be a last draft. It would be kumbaya. We'd just be all happy, like the office Christmas party. Well, that we don't really have those at a warehouse, but you understand my point, right? I'm just assuming that's how they go. Everyone's happy. Vacation's coming up, New Year's Eve. So, all right, and he didn't even comment on that. I wonder if he already logged off. I thought I was gonna get a reaction.
He said Spunky said he got Daniels at 45 and Terry was at 52.
Yeah, and that was this week, right? Because I swear you messaged me that within the last 7 days.
We could target some Houston guys too.
I apologize, Mike Rob. I'll dial it back a little bit, okay? I mean, I'm in a bad mood, dude. What would you do if your favorite team signed Amari Cooper and then traded for Kenny Pickett? And they're not a Canadian football team. I loved your
messages when I told you congrats on trading for the Super Bowl quarterback, and you were like, "What?" And they were like, "Yeah, he's talking about the Pickett news, not Cooper." You're like, "Oh no."
Mike Robb, never apologize. I will when I know I'm wrong, Mike Robb. That was uncalled for. Okay.
Check out this start for the team in the 11 spot spread. He gets both wide receivers. Hold on,
I was looking in the chat. I got to go full screen. That's why I have these glasses on. Puka, A-Chain, Adams, and Kittle.
That's all that start. If Stafford's playing and A-Chain's healthy and can get out on the field, Kittle's probably their de facto 1 right now.
I mean, why do we just assume that Puka's going to play 17 games though? Like he got injured last year, missed 5 games.
That was but
Spunky and I had this conversation. I'm like, he was wide receiver 27. Like, why does he have to be a first round pick? And then Spunky goes, he misses 5 games, and I'm just saying it's not necessarily.
He was fine the year before that though, spread.
Yeah, so we had 50%. He plays 17, 50%. He plays 12, so he averages 14.5.
I mean, I guess so, but like the dude's like still gonna put up numbers.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if BTJ and Drake London both had better years than Puka. Which start I like. Tyler, move over 1.
St. Brown, London, Cook, or you go in this end one?
No, I like Henry, Thomas, Henderson, and Harrison. The old wily veteran, 2 second-year players and a rookie. Sign me up.
Ibuka's really flown up boards too. He's all the way up to 52.
Because Godwin's not going to play for like 8 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Plus, he just looks really good. I mean, there's a chance he's the best wide receiver in the draft, right? It would be that crazy if he's better than McMillan and Burden and those guys.
No, it wouldn't surprise me.
Not me either. All right, where are we going?
Terry?
Yeah, let's do it. And then, like, Ibuka's flying up the board, and we've drafted him so much already. Like, normally I would love that name here, but like, don't we already have enough Ibuka that we got in the 70s where we should?
Yeah, I think we're good on Ibuka.
All right, I like Cortland Sutton. I doubt he'll still be there, but that's
He just went.
Yeah.
Connor, I don't mind. I'm not touching Harvey right now. Pacheco's a try.
Harvey's gonna drop. Jack Pacheco.
Yeah, I don't mind Pearsall.
If Hall's still on the board, you want him?
No.
How come?
Just with all that stuff that's going on in the Jets and
What's stuff going on in the Jets?
I mean, they're saying it's going to be a committee. They're not bought in on him. He might still be traded.
So where are we going? Like Devontae, Ridley, DK? Bro, we haven't drafted DK all summer. Dude, are you a Steelers fan or not?
All right, we'll take DK.
All right. Because I'm starting to think you're not really a Steelers fan, bro. I think you're secretly a Raiders fan.
I mean, that's a nice wide receiver room to start, too.
I just think you're afraid to tell everyone else in Pittsburgh that you love the silver and black. And, you're just worried what it will do to your reputation around town.
No.
So all the people like at your workplace, how many of them are Steelers fans?
Pretty much all of them, except for a couple of.
Like, is it like 95%?
Yeah, and then there's like a Ravens fan and a Cowboys fan.
I would hate to be a Ravens fan in Pittsburgh. Does he just like being hated? I can't imagine he's very popular on Monday mornings.
They seem to deal with it pretty well. They've been winning all the matchups, so they get the brag.
Yeah, but how do you go brag into a bunch of pissed off Yinzers that I can't imagine them taking it well.
They're not like the Raiders fans. They don't attack you.
Oh.
You guys
supposedly we're soft out here on the West Coast.
I was about to say, you guys out on the West Coast get like this stick for being soft, but you mess with the sports teams, they attack.
All right, I'm going to check the chat this year. Mike Robb's going back to our Puka talk. He says he was fine the year Cup was injured. Yeah, this is his 3rd year in the league, right?
Yeah.
His numbers won't be there with Adams on the team. Yeah, I mean, obviously Puka's got a better future, but there's a good argument that right now Devontae Adams is still a better wide receiver. Mr. Grapefruit says, no movement on Terry, huh? Even after he signed, figured he'd be back to mid-4th at the lowest. Yeah, I think we got a little deal there because
I can't believe they did the draft.
In other drafts, he has been going in the 4th, and Spunky was telling me in his drafts the same thing was happening. So I think we just got lucky in this particular draft. Justin, throwing on that.
No, I was talking about the dude who drafted Jaden Daniels in the 3rd round. Probably should have drafted Scary Terry instead of Xavier Worthy in that spot right there on the comeback. You see it?
Or just a home league drafter.
Yeah.
Or doesn't understand stacking. All right. Commanders are this is from Mr. Grapefruit. Commanders are an elite offense, and Debo will get wide receiver running back carries. Jalen Lane, Zach Ertz, Luke McCaffrey should not interfere with Terry's wide receiver 1 status. So he likes the pick that we made. Mike Robb bringing us the breaking news. Robbie Chosen was waived by the 49ers. Sky Moore to the moon. All right. Yeah. I mean, we all do that. Felix, you have 1 share of Puka. Did that auto draft on one of your drafts when you don't even touch the thing and you just go off your rankings? All right. We got to make this pick, but then I definitely want to read Mike Robb's
The Mike Robb comment. I know you do.
That's pretty funny. All right. So where are we going now? As much as I would like some of these wide receivers here, like Travis Hunter, Roma Dunze, Matthew Golden.
Probably on some Tony B.
Yeah, I'm fine with that too.
because we don't want
Did
Montgomery.
Jacoby Myers' draft status get affected at all? I'm trying to think. So first of all, I don't think he's getting traded. I think he gets a rework contract right at the beginning of the deal, like they all do.
Yeah.
But even if he were, I can't imagine he would go to a spot where he'd have a bigger target share.
I think
We
if
have a
anything,
pretty weak wide receiver room.
I think if anything, he's getting traded to Pittsburgh, to be honest with you, or he's going back to New England. Let's take Pollard.
Yeah, I could see that. I'm fine with that. This is definitely a diversification draft. All right, Mike Rob, we're going to get through this other this next 5 picks, and then I'll switch back and get your comment on the screen and read it out loud. All right, so now we're a little more balanced. What quarterbacks are we targeting here?
Dak, Herbert, Rodgers.
We don't want Rodgers.
That's up the third guy. It don't matter.
Yeah, I guess so. We did that last week, and then you just sent me he looks so washed in that video you sent me. He didn't play a snap in preseason, right?
No.
I'm so curious to see how he's going to look in the game.
I don't mind Warren with Daniel Jones announced the starter.
Yeah, I mean, we can also backstack a different quarterback if you want.
I don't mind Warren. Dak's there at 89. Our next pick is 94. Not sure if he'd make it.
Let's try and push him back just because
Warren and Olave plays Tony Pollard the championship week.
Let's do that one. We don't have a lot of Olave here this week. I don't think we drafted him. We might have drafted him this summer, but we haven't drafted him in a while, right?
No, we haven't drafted him in a while. He had some news next to his name, too. What was that? Brought in all 3 targets in his preseason loss.
Good for him.
On the bright side, we know they're going to be throwing a lot because they should be behind in almost every game this season.
Yeah, I did the show with 5-Star yesterday. He's convinced that they're tanking for Arch Manning.
I think they
why
are.
Why else would you go into the season with Spencer Rattler and Tyler Shuck as your quarterbacks? All right,
they said the Colts might be doing the same thing, and that's why they were so quick to be like, yeah, Daniel Jones is the starter, and that's what we're rolling with the entire year. Like this isn't like a couple week thing. It's like new ownership that has no ties to Richardson. Like they might just be out on this whole thing already.
Yeah.
I think that's why Arch Manning hasn't said he's coming out next year, and they kind of said we're going to stay in college. They're going to wait and see what team gets to the top of the draft board and go, do we want to play for that team?
Yeah. And I don't know if I want to play for New Orleans either.
I think they're going to, if it's the Colts, you'd want to go to the Colts, right?
Yeah.
Following Peyton's footsteps.
Mm-hmm. All right. We were talking about the Raiders fans and how kind and cordial they are to opposing fans. Mike Robb says, at 11, I had a Raiders fan pour a beer on my head because the Ravens were beating the crap out of them that day. Glad to see you had a great experience. And I assume at age 11, that was Oakland Coliseum. Maybe it was Los Angeles. Who knows how old Mike Robb is. Mr. Grapefruit, appreciate the compliment there. Okay, so where are we going next? No way. Look who's in the chat. The prodigal son returns.
He's getting close to the season. He's got to show back up.
Wow. Oh, my gosh. Now, how excited to see Clyde. I mean, all our comments have been just like normal and sharp and intelligent. Glad to see you back, Clyde, mixing things up a little bit. I'm glad. We feel the same, Clyde, but you need to like and subscribe and all that good stuff, bro. All right. What are we thinking next? We're doing pretty good.
We already said Dak.
If he's on the board.
Yeah, you just got to make it these next couple.
We got to worry about. Well, he already took Lamar, though. I was going to say the Pickens guy here, and this slot is the guy that would worry me here, or just a normal draft.
The next guy worries me because he doesn't have a quarterback.
Yeah, and well, he could be targeting Tua, Darnold, McCarthy.
You mean he's got a lot of credit spread.
Hey, that's what I do.
He took Mayfield.
He took Baker. To be fair, isn't Baker a little easier to backstack, though?
Yes, and I don't think this guy would be his third quarterback. I don't think this guy does it.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should be good. Maybe the guy right behind us is to worry about. He's probably pissed. He probably whatever. He probably thought he was going to get Baker for Mike Evans right there. Because just looking, I thought the guy that took Baker was going to push it back and get a Tua, Darnold, McCarthy type deal.
This guy shouldn't do it.
Oh, where did Sam Howell end up?
Philly.
Huh. Is he their official backup or is he third string?
I'm not sure what they're doing. I think the McKee, not McKee. Yeah, actually McKee. Yeah, McCord was the one that got cut.
McCord got cut. Pretty bad. McCord wasn't even getting in college. It was like, how did you get a roster spot? That was weird.
Take some
snap pick, easy. All right, cool. The only thing I'm thinking that we're now going to look at here, and it probably won't be the next round, but we want to go for a little Ferguson action. We don't even
take Jaylen Warren on his comeback if he's here.
You want Warren more than Caleb?
Yes. Pass catching back. Rodgers was going to check down to him. He's the better pass blocker. He just went.
You want Caleb then after all?
Oh, if he's there, for sure.
Okay. He might be. He's been moving down the boards. Because it seems clear that, let's grab Caleb. There's Shakir moving down the boards too. I think he could be a sneaky.
He might open the season on IR. His ankle's still messed up.
Yeah, I know, but still, it could be that could be the type of guy that comes back and gets you a lot of the points in the playoffs when it counts, right? Like your boy Rashid Rice. Oh, we didn't get Jordan Mason today, Tyler. Are you disappointed?
A little bit.
Can you believe
we didn't get Jordan Mason? We didn't get Corky Merritt.
No.
Are we going to miss out on Scatterbo also?
Yeah, we better get Scatterbo or our betting show might be canceled.
Hopefully he makes it back around to us. This is usually that range he goes in. It's getting scary. Nah, he's 122. We'll be fine.
Yes, we're live, Clyde. This is live. We're doing a betting show next Tuesday, Clyde. Be here. Should be the same time. Spunky said, do I see Stafford in the 5th round and I'm missing this draft? That didn't happen, did it? No way.
Remember I said I like that guy's start?
I didn't.
I don't like it anymore.
Yeah, I don't like it either.
That had to be like he had him queued up and he auto-picked.
Oh, or maybe he just wanted to correlate, but still.
I mean, he's picking them earlier than like sitting on this front step for Black Friday shopping.
Right. Oh, look at Mike Robb here, firing shots again. So it's like being a police officer, right, Tyler? Like they're allowed to say terrible stuff to us, but we're not supposed to say it back. Unbelievable. All right, Mike Robb, according to you, I'm not supposed to insult the audience, so I just put that comment on the screen, and I'm not going to say anything.
Jay Cutler going to jail. There's some
what?
news. Says former star quarterback has agreed to a plea deal stemming from a 2024 DUI or using a minor accident, but offered the other driver $2,000 to keep it quiet. The other driver declined and called the cops.
2000 in 2025 or 2024, whatever year it was.
Says he will spend 4 days in jail.
Clyde, Mr. Fact Checker over here. He said, I literally insulted him in 0.5 seconds of him being live. Tyler, I need a judgment. Did I do that?
I think maybe it was closer to a second.
All right, I'm going to break another rule for Mike Robb. I apologize, Clyde. That was completely inappropriate. I just missed you, and it was a bro way of letting you know that I care. All right, let's go back and pick or choose our next pick, Tyler. Let's go to the players section. Anyone standing out to you here? For those just listening, we got like Josh Downs, Keenan Allen, Joe Mixon, Javonte Williams, Justin Fields, Ryan Robinson on the board.
I mean, Josh Downs makes it to us. I don't hate it. He's still done with the hammy.
Yeah, he is. That's why he's been dropping.
Return by practice by next week. So I don't mind Bateman.
Why? Why do we want Rashad Bateman? When has he ever done anything?
Let's see. 16, 10, 18.
Those are playoffs.
He was decent. He has his games.
Yeah, actually, he was kind of decent. I would still rather have Jaden Reed, but if you want Bateman, that's fine.
Jaden Reed already went.
Okay.
Scatterbo.
Yeah, it's 6 Scatterbo. We don't want to get fired. We still don't have a tight end, Tyler. You know what that means,
back with
right?
Ferguson at some point.
Kincaid.
No.
Dalton.
He's so bad.
Why do you hate on guys named Dalton, Tyler?
He stinks. Like, here, we could do this again.
No, we're not doing that. We're drafting potential, not result. Whatever.
I've been drafting potential with Dalton Kincaid for 3 years.
We did the same thing with Jameson Williams.
It took 1 year for him to break out. I don't think Dalton
only because he bet on himself. Bro, I kind of want to take like naked CJ Stroud here. I don't care. He's like the best player on the board by far.
It's either him or Bateman for me.
We already have enough receivers. Do you think Ferguson will get back to us, or do you think we should reach for that? Okay, then let's go. Let's go CJ, bro.
Let's screw it.
Oh, my buddy texted me. I want you to respond to this. He says that we draft too much Jaden Higgins. Your thoughts, Tyler?
I mean, he's wide receiver 2 on a team that don't got a running back right now. Yeah, this is their running back this year, Fred. Where's he at? This guy. He's as old as you.
Who?
The guy on the screen, Nick Chubb.
He's not that old.
His legs are, seeing as though we broke him twice in Pittsburgh.
Good for you guys. What does that have to do with Jaden Higgins?
I was saying they don't have a running back, so they're not going to be able to run the ball, and he's wide receiver 2. So they're going to be a pass-heavy offense. But when you want the wide receiver 2 in a pass-heavy offense?
Yeah, I agree with that. Great call, Tyler. Great call. All right. Are we going to do some DK builds for the main slate? Probably not, since our show is on Tuesday. Do you guys ever do those on the Friday prop show? Not really, right, Tyler?
No. We'll talk about them a little bit, but not like a whole show dedicated to them.
And Meg and Steve do battle royals on Underdog, right? They don't do a DK one, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. So as of right now, Mike Rob, we are not planning on it, but maybe something will change. Clyde, I hope you didn't disappear, buddy. I didn't mean to insult you. I was just excited to see you. Okay.
Scared him away, spread.
I don't know what else is new. He like insults me all the time. I mean, it's not like it's like the first insult, and it's not like I lobbed like the first shot. All right, since according to Mike Robb, we need to pay more attention to the competition, let's jump on the draft board and let's critique some of these teams.
Yeah, because we're starting to get closer to the end.
Who do you think has the best team so far? Probably the one with Brock Bowers, right? No, I'm just kidding.
No, because he has
no correlation
Nico
at all.
Worthy, and then his third starting wide receiver is Christian Kirk.
And he overdraft, and he totally wanted CJ. We totally screwed him up. But he put too much draft capital on quarterback there. When you pick Lamar in round 3, you just got to get 2 guys right at the end, because if Lamar's not good,
he picked Jaden in round 3. Still, same point of
view. Jaden, yeah. Well, I think Lamar's better. I mean, Lamar was a top fantasy point producer last year, wasn't he?
Yeah, Lamar was the best
Josh Allen with the rushing touchdown. Yeah. What about the guy in pick 2? I hate Saquon. I don't like his player takes, but his build wasn't bad, right?
The only build I like outside of ours, and I know that's just, of course, I like ours, is the dude in number 4 with Bijan and Bucky to start. Lock in your running back spots, fill in your wide receiver spot from there. Get Hawkinson, get Shakir, get Reed, get McCarthy. Like, that's not a bad team.
No, he's hurting a quarterback, though. All right, looks like we're going to get Ferguson.
You got McCarthy. He's got the guys he's throwing them to.
Hey, go back to the draft board. I want to see the tight end situation with the guys behind us. Bro, do you want to try and grab Jaden Blue and then push McCarthy back? I don't. If you took McBride and Laporta and they seem like they're like somewhat intelligent drafters, Ferguson should still be there for us. And then we'd have a real Dallas stack.
Okay.
All right, let's try it. Let's gamble, Tyler.
You don't got to pull my arm.
Mike Robb agrees he's got 21% Higgins. And he's not talking about T. Dude, if the Pittsburgh Steelers had the Cincinnati Bengals offense, would you be the best team in the NFL?
Yes.
I think so too. That'd be awesome against Philly. That would be awesome. How far do you think Philly's going to go? If you were to bet round of elimination, what would you bet?
They probably win it all again.
No way. I don't think they do.
I think so.
Really do? I think it's an AFC team this year.
All right. Can he survive one last pick? He did. Let's get it.
All right. Yeah, I mean that's just understanding the board and seeing that they're good drafters. So they probably were gonna, they had already invented. So when you go early tight end like that, you're just getting. I want to go like 18 and 20 for my second.
Right, there's this running back that plays high school football by me. Uh-huh. He's already committed to Penn State, but you know how these kids always flip and everything. But that's where he's committed right now. Mm-hmm. He comes out in 2027. He's the best running back in the country. He's number 1. He had 13 rushes on last Friday for 293 yards.
That's pretty impressive.
He had 5 touchdowns in the game, 4 on the ground. The other was a kick return. His first 3 touches of the game were all touchdowns. I'm going to send you this video. You got to see. This kid just runs past everybody. The first touchdown's actually ridiculous. He shouldn't have scored it. He's surrounded by 4 or 5 guys. He just spins away from them.
Mike Robb says, I feel if either the Ravens or Bills win, the other will go into major panic mode and go all in the next year. Do you agree?
Yes. Doesn't it feel like this year is like the year that like one of them two have to get there or win it?
Every year feels like that.
My thing about Buffalo is like I don't know if they're cursed. I don't like the roster outside of Josh Allen all that much. It just doesn't scream to me it's good enough to win a Super Bowl. Could just be me, but
defense is pretty good, right?
I mean, I guess so, but like, doesn't it feel like if they match up with us, like they catch a bad matchup in the Super Bowl, it's like, that was all for nothing. They're not beating Philly.
If assuming like neither team that has a lot of injuries, they play Philly. I can't remember where the Super Bowl is this year.
I think Philly smokes them. If no injuries are going on, Philly smokes that team.
What would you put the line at? Philly minus 2.5, or does it go past 3?
3.5.
You got to remember, if Buffalo makes the Super Bowl, they're coming off wins, probably impressive wins over Baltimore, Kansas City, a team like that, You
would think, yeah, but I just think they would. I think they would just line it. People would jump in on Buffalo, and they'd get smoked by Philly.
It's in Northern California, Tyler.
You gonna go?
Hell no. Go to the Super Bowl. I'd buy like a whole new garage and redo my basement for the same amount of money it would cost.
All right, are we really going to commit right here to these stacks?
Sam Darnold?
Jonnu Smith.
I'm fine with that. Do we want to push it back though? Because like we said about the tight ends, do we want to just grab someone? I think Johnny will still be there.
I
And if
mean,
we
is
lose out, I'm not too upset.
anybody else that really like jumps out to you? Pat Bryant, maybe.
Maybe.
Like the only person.
I don't mind Tesla either. I don't mind Shipley, but we can do whatever you want. You want to grab Johnu now?
Let's grab Johnny now.
All right. So who do you want on the next round here?
It's probably time to get quarterback too. Or we already have quarterback too. We have CJ. Never mind. We could go Woody.
No, we could do that.
We could go Woody. We could
What about Jalen Noel? Where is he at? Did he go yet?
He's down here pre-4. He's all the way down to 226.
Star him. Let's grab him in like 19 or something.
Yeah, we'll come back to that. But he ain't going nowhere.
Do you want to go Woody or what?
I'd say either Woody or Pat Bryant, one or the other.
I'm fine with either. I'm not even against Tesla if you want to switch things out.
It's our wide receiver buys look like 10, 12, 12, 11.
Nobody cares about buys.
5. Let's go.
That's why I'm like that Best Ball Jeopardy. That normally I try to answer all the questions when I watch the show back, because I usually don't see it live, so I listen to it the next day at work.
Let's go Pat Bryant.
I don't even bother trying to guess those questions. So, all right, Tyler, we're in the dog days of the draft. Let me bring this up. Did you see what Rampage Jackson's son did?
That was crazy.
Bro, is he going to go to jail for like 10 years?
I don't know what's going to happen with that because there's people out there that say that was a work. I don't know if you've seen I don't know if you've seen the video of like the other wrestler climbing back in the ring and pinning him when he was just laying there and the ref counting.
Yeah, I don't know. Dude, to me, it looked like he was knocked out on the power slam. That's why I hate when wrestlers.
Oh, he was 100% knocked out on the slam.
Just a slam knocks you out, right? And these guys do like all these moves to each other and expect us to believe it. Dude, I think he's going to jail for like more than 10 years.
I wouldn't be surprised, but this just seems like one of those things where it's like, yes, it definitely got out of hand, and that wasn't what was supposed to happen. But bad publicity is still good publicity in the end with a lot of these companies.
That company might get shut down. If I'm WWE, because they're like a
WWE already cut ties with them.
They did?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Dude, and I actually heard some
the thing that's going to
podcast today with like Chael Sonnen and the MMA guys trying to defend him. And I'm like, okay, I completely disagree with them, but I'm like, I can understand how a good lawyer could use this. I go, if this goes to trial, it's going to be a crazy trial. The
thing that's going to screw that kid is the video of him sitting next to the ring talking to his cameraman.
Yeah.
And them being like, yeah, they told me to like get back on him and swing a couple times, and then the ref will pull me off. You see the ref reach in there to get him, and he just shrugs the ref off and keeps swinging.
Yeah.
Like if that one dude didn't jump in the ring and tackle him off of him, like I don't think that dude was. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Anyways, I was listening to the podcast this morning because obviously all the wrestling guys are like pissed at him, but I heard some at first I was like, oh yeah, it's open and shut, but I heard some MMA guys defending him, like they told him to do that, like he just thought the ref was going to stop it, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, this is going to be a crazy trial. If it goes to trial, it's going to be so high publicity. Mike Robb said it's a work gone way overboard by Jackson, and Rikishi is part owner of that company. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a lot to go on there. So that was just my random non-football fact of the day. But I could not believe that when it happened. I was like, this guy is going to jail.
Yeah,
like,
that was
unbelievable. Bad.
Yeah, they had some deal with Kick or whatever it was called, that company that does the streaming.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they terminated that deal like right after.
Yeah, they suspended him. Yeah. So is Kick good?
I don't do all that streaming stuff and all that.
Do you ever watch Twitch or anything?
No.
Do you remember when we were at SBR and we got kicked off YouTube? because of something, and we had to be on Twitch for a week.
That was hilarious.
All right, what are we doing here?
I
Torrey Horton season. Felix put it in the chat. Let's go.
was thinking either him or Gasecki. Let's go Horton.
No.
Hopefully,
Ooh, look at Amari Cooper moving up the boards. Tyler, dude? Who's more washed, Amari Cooper or Darren Waller?
Probably Waller because he was.
I think Waller too. I think Cooper will have at least one catch. I wouldn't be surprised if Waller has 0 catches this year.
I wouldn't be surprised if they combine for under double-digit catches. Like they combined have like 9 catches at the end of the year.
Yeah. Too bad you would get fantasy points for pouting. Cooper would be in the top 10. All right, where are we going now? On a little Garendo. We haven't picked him all year.
No, not with Brian Robinson.
Now that Brian Robinson's there.
Yeah, Brian Robinson's there.
All right. Jatavion
Schultz.
Yeah, let's do that.
And then we'll come back with your guy.
Saudis. What do the Saudis have to do with anything?
I don't know what they did to him, but he's angry about him.
This happened in Los Angeles, fine. He said, I thought Darren Waller was dead. Yeah, do you think the Saudis did it, Clyde? I wouldn't be surprised if Saudis bought WWE and UFC are owned by the same company.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't be surprised if the Saudis bought them within the next 5 years.
I'm waiting for them to buy an NBA team and just ruin this whole like luxury tax thing and be like, oh, we have to pay this out of pocket. That doesn't matter. Let's just get all the good players.
Yeah, that could happen, but I mean, like
It's
we talked
happen.
about, you can't do it that way anymore. You have to have depth because the old NBA who has the best player on the floor. Now it's who has the worst player on the floor.
Yeah, but think about what the big problem is right now is it's the fact that these owners don't want to pay this apron money because it's coming out of their pocket.
But they changed it. The apron, like when you're on above the second apron, you can't trade for a player. You can't aggregate salary anymore. So that's where like KD, like if you were going to trade for KD, you had to have someone you had to trade him for a player that made 55. You couldn't add it up. Or if you were under the second apron, you could do like a 35 and a 20 and combine them. Yeah. That's another reason. Like they changed it so it's not just.
Would it surprise you if the Saudis brought in some guy that's just great at finances too, and they just get these dudes all signed to cheaper contracts to fit it under the salary cap?
It wouldn't surprise me if they were the first ones to just like pay him under the table.
Yeah, they're just like, here, bro, here's
sign a vet minimum, and I'll just give you $50 million in a Swiss bank account.
Yeah, I'll sign the check for $50 million, and you can just have it.
It's like they're not going to get. They wouldn't be like liable in court like Matt Ishiba would be.
Did you ever hear the story about when like the rapper Lil Wayne went over to like Saudi Arabia to do some performance for like the prince or something, and they like stopped him at the airport because of his jewelry? They said it was worth too much, and like they wouldn't let him in. And he was getting ready to leave, and the prince came to the plane and got on the plane and was like, I'm sorry for that inconvenience. Like, here's some kind of watch that's like $1 million. And he was like, what do you like, Ferrari or Lamborghini? And he was like, Lamborghini. He was like, what color? He's like, black. He's like, it'll be in front of your door in 3 days. I'm so sorry for this.
That's so crazy. All right, let's before we continue our summer long chat, let's figure out who our next pick's going to be. We're dumpster diving, Tyler. That's why I brought up the Rampage Jackson thing.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah.
It's tough for us to do content at this point in the draft. Noel, I'd be fine to take him now. I mean, if there's anyone on the board that you're going to be upset that we don't have?
Not really. I mean, Beck kind of interests me with the whole Jacoby Myers thing going on. But outside of that, I mean.
I thought it was Dante Thornton's season, though. Thornton already got picked, though, huh?
Yeah, Thornton got picked a couple rounds ago.
Yeah.
12. Round 12, he got picked spread.
That's crazy. Well, we were getting him at 18 at the beginning of the summer.
Every player that we were drafting in like the 18th round, except for Taj Brooks, has moved up.
That's why I was telling Spunky for my personal drafts, I usually wrap up around mid-August.
All right, we'll take Noel.
Yeah, let's do that. And then there's a T. Owens. It's a wide receiver on San Francisco. Who's that Tyler?
No, that is his kid.
Is he any good?
He caught a touchdown in the preseason.
No way.
I say we need one more running back. Let's take the Smith kid from Kansas City.
Oh, I like that pick a lot. Yeah, I like that one a lot. So and then we'll go back to the main screen and
that'll be it. Yeah, we'll be able to go back to the main screen and break down some teams.
I'm thinking we're going tight end quarterback with our last two though, right? Because we're two of each. Yeah. No, we have 3 tight ends. So we're
taking Brashard Smith right here.
Smith right now. Yeah. So we want
and then when we come back, we'll take either a quarterback or we just take another running back.
Well, we have 2 picks left, don't we?
No, we have 1.
Oh. Let's take a quarterback, bro.
Yeah, we have 1 pick left.
Yeah, let's take a quarterback.
Sure, but like I'm not taking Shador now that he's labeled as the emergency quarterback.
Such BS.
He's
like by far the best quarterback they have. What is going on in this
They
NFL?
made Gabriel the second on the depth chart. Like they announced that right as your show started.
Bro, why are they such haters?
Do we take Milrose since they said he's got plays?
I don't care. I mean, that's been your shtick all
Milrow
summer.
will have a special set of
we might as well, Tyler. It's been your shtick all summer. We might as well end our summer drafting season with you hating on Sam Darnold.
I mean, that news couldn't come at a better time. That news couldn't come at a better time. He will have a special set of plays installed in Seattle's offense for regular season game. We'll work with the first team offense in practice. They're just
pretty proud of us,
up.
Tyler. This might be the first episode we did all summer where we didn't argue about Darnold.
They're gonna butter him up, practicing him with the first team for quote unquote special plays. And by week 6, they're like, "Yeah, bro, this is your team."
I mean, if they're 0-5, that's not that crazy, right? I mean, you see what I'm saying?
No,
like once you're eliminated,
he's throwing like 2 picks a game. Is it dead right there? Like, do you have to just go away from him that fast?
I don't know what you do.
Do you have him fake an injury for a week or 2 and see if you can like jolt the team with the backup?
How terrible is it going to be if it's like that Carolina year? Remember where you had the top 3 games and I'm like strutting around like a peacock and then he just sucked.
Oh my God. It's like the Saints last year.
Did he start 3-0 in Carolina?
You kept trying to tell me the Saints were good for 2 weeks.
Yeah,
like,
for 2 weeks I did. I mean, for 2 weeks I was absolutely right. I mean, I was just.
They said for 2 weeks. They said for 2 weeks New Orleans had the lowest murder rate in the country.
No, a 5-star was like when I don't even want to say joking, but he was bringing that up that they literally expect the Saints to be so bad that they expect the murder rate to be higher.
Yes, they said.
And I don't even start on.
They said New Orleans is going to be hell for the football season. They said Lamar Jackson and Jaden Daniels control the murder rate in 2 of the highest murder rated cities because they're 2 of the best quarterbacks. And
so Lamar's out here like literally saving lives.
Yeah, don't even realize
like the meme where they're like, "This is going to feed families." Like Lamar's really doing it because dads aren't dying.
You want to hear something funny though? Like this is not like funny, but like ironic about like just take a guess at what city is the highest murder rate when it comes to like NFL quarterbacks and all that.
What do you mean when it comes to
like if you were like how they're like, oh, New Orleans is the worst? Like which city that a quarterback plays in do you think is the worst right now? Because it's hilarious. It has nothing to do with this. You Washington, think it's a bad team?
No, it's Washington D.C.
No, it's Kansas City.
No way. How are they murdering people? Did someone burn their barbecue?
They said all those rituals Mahomes is doing is causing problems.
That's ridiculous.
We'll take some
fun final show today, Tyler. Fun final show. I'm disappointed we didn't get to draft together, Spunky, but fortunately we drafted together 18 weeks before this. So
yeah.
You know, we definitely made the most of the experience this summer. All right.
Do we want to go over anyone's team? I mean, there isn't anyone in this draft with us from the show. We can go over our team.
Just choose a team at random and go over them.
Sure. I mean, is there any build that's like really weird in here? 3-7-8-2.
Let's go over the guy that started with Justin Jefferson. Just at
What
random.
about this? What about this guy? He's got 4 quarterbacks, 5 running backs, 8 wide receivers, and 3 tight ends.
Yeah, we don't need to go over that. Everyone knows that's stupid. Well, maybe not. Where did he get his last 2? Because if you get like your 4th quarterback at 19 and 20, I mean, it's like whatever.
All right, so he went St. Brown and London. Those are 2 good starts.
I actually love that start. That's
Yeah.
why I didn't want to clown.
James Cook.
James Cook could be all right. Do we have 0
Fair.
James Cook shares? We didn't draft him once this whole show, did we?
No. Garrett Wilson, James Conner, Joe Burrow, Tyler Warren, Tyron Tracy.
That's a pretty good start, bro.
Jaden Higgins.
Got our darling Jaden Higgins.
Dalton Kincaid. Adam Thielen, Josh Palmer, Zach Ertz, Najee, Chris Rodriguez.
I actually like that Rodriguez pick a lot, dude. He could
Russ,
be what
Tyler Shaw, and some guy with the last name of Shavers.
Bro, so when you go 4 quarterbacks like that, when you grab the last two in your last 3 rounds, I actually don't think that's that terrible.
Yeah, that build seems
the 5
weird
running backs. You think he's going to get away with it? Let's go over his running backs one more time. Cook,
Connor, Tracy,
Steady. No, it's
Najee,
trash.
and Chris Rodriguez.
Yeah, I think
he's going to be very, very touchdown dependent.
I mean, we draft Scatterboo like crazy. I can't see Tracy holding on to that job because he can't hold on.
No, he's got a fumbling problem too, and it's just like Najee's going to have to score the touchdowns. Like, he's going to need to be touchdown dependent on a couple of these guys.
What do you think about the Bay Area fan team? I know Raiders aren't Bay Area, but still a lot of fans up here. Starting McCaffrey, Genty. Your thoughts, Tyler?
It's not a terrible start. I mean, just the way
to get Genty at that spot. Bro, Genty after A-Chain is crazy.
I don't think it's that crazy.
Oh, it's way crazy.
I mean, just let's just play the fun game right now. Like if we're tiering running backs, like the S tier, the top tier is going to be Bijan, Saquon, and Gibbs.
Saquon shouldn't even be in there. He's going to fall off.
Okay, but we're just saying from last year's production, we all think he's getting hurt, but we're basically
Henry has to be in there if we're counting last year's production. Then
okay, so Henry's in the top tier too, and then the next tier down is Chase Brown, A-Chain, Jacobs, Kyron Williams, and you can't put CMC in that tier yet. I'm taking all those guys over Genty.
You're crazy. Genty's going to be better than all the guys you mentioned.
I'm taking Bucky Irving over Genty.
No way.
Yes, he's in a better offense.
Not really.
Yeah.
The Raiders' problem isn't going to be offense this year.
We'll see about that.
You don't think this offense, bro? We just signed Amari Cooper and Kenny Pickett.
Yeah, that'll help.
No, I like Genty better than all those players, and that's not just me being a homer. I mean, it's just, you know why? I'm too highlight dependent, Tyler.
Yes, you're basing this off of him running over people that look like and are built like me at 11 p.m. West Coast time when like 6 people are watching on a blue field.
Great breakdown there. Great breakdown. All right. Let's just do a couple more because this is our last show.
We'll go through the rest of his team because it's actually.
Who do you think's going to have our team? Well, hold on. Let me ask you a couple more running back questions because we talked about those tiers.
Genty on it.
Okay, go over the rest of that team. All right, McCaffrey, Genty, Tyreek, Ted, and Pearsall. Is that a reach for Pearsall at that point, or do you like that?
No, I like that. I mean, he's going to be wide receiver 1. Jennings is banged up, and he gets Jennings in the next 2 rounds.
It's actually a really good team.
He has both the wide receiver 1s. He gets Pacheco as his running back.
Purdy in there.
Gets Loveland, gets Purdy, gets Shaheed, gets Burden.
I love Burden.
Young, gets Tua. Algier and Shipley, 2 guys that can do good if injuries happen. Johnston, Sanders, Johnson, Damian Pierce, and Curtis Samuel. That's not a bad team.
Yeah, I like his team, actually. That's not a bad team. Who do you think has the better year, Kyron or Josh Jacobs?
Josh Jacobs, just because it looks like Josh Jacobs isn't going to have a backup again. And Kyron's got 2 guys that can take work from him this year.
Fair enough. Trevion Henderson or Chuba Hubbard, who has more fantasy points at the end of the year?
Chuba Hubbard.
No way, Trevion. All right, Breece Hall or Alvin Kamara, who's going to have more fantasy points by the end of the year?
I'm gonna lean Brees Hall because I think the Saints are gonna be so bad that Kamara can't, even with volume, he's not gonna do anything. Like they're just
Oh,
their
so he
offense is
might
gonna be
quit.
that bad.
You think he just quits on that team?
I wouldn't. The only way
I
I
wouldn't
think,
doubt it, bro.
and the only way I think that he outscores Brees is if like he is traded right at the deadline and moves to somewhere else, which could
Or
happen.
just, I think Brees is more likely to get injured than Kamara.
You're telling me if like, well, I mean, Kansas City probably doesn't do it because they have Pacheco, but like, say Pacheco doesn't look all that good to start the year. Saints are bottoming out. Kamara wants out. Fourth and a
You
fifth
know who I
rounder
could
for
see
him.
trading for him if our guy Jaden Blue doesn't turn out?
Dallas could, yeah, for sure.
Don't you think if they're knocking on the door?
I think Dallas could trade for him. I think or some other teams we think could move for him. I think Houston could move for him if they wanted to.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Like there's some teams.
And
up
then
there.
there's also just that like we're drafting Will Shipley. Maybe Philly makes that move.
Yeah, like Philly can make
if
that move.
Saquon goes
Hell,
down.
everyone's bought in on Corksy Merritt. What if Washington traded for Kamara?
I mean, he would fit in perfect on that offense, don't you think?
Can
you imagine the versatility of him and Debo?
Would just think
Kingsbury?
about it. Everyone wanted Eckler to be what Eckler was for the Chargers for Washington last year. Mind you, he showed you some little flashes, but like he's not that player anymore. Yeah. Kamara is that on steroids.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Couple more questions here. Who's going to have more fantasy points this year, Jared Goff or Justin Fields?
Jared Goff.
Kyler Murray or Drake May?
Drake May.
That's interesting. Caleb Williams or Justin Herbert?
Caleb Williams, because Justin Herbert's a fraud and he's the most overrated quarterback in the NFL.
Justin Herbert's the most overrated quarterback?
Yes.
Who's the most underrated quarterback?
I think it might be Hurts, to be completely honest with you.
I think so too. People are acting like it's just a result of that team. I think any team he goes to, maybe they don't win a Super Bowl, but any team he goes to is going to be good.
Just for back to the Herbert thing real quick.
Okay.
The dude gets passes on blowing a 30-point lead in the playoffs, and he threw 5 picks in the playoffs last year.
I mean, to be fair, it's not like he plays defense.
No, it's not. But like, let's compare him to another guy in Trevor Lawrence, who pretty much has had the same career as Herbert. But he was the guy who came back in that 30-point
Herbert's put up way better numbers, hasn't he?
No, they're pretty close. Like, don't get me wrong, Lawrence had the terrible year to start, but like, if like you're ranking them, they're pretty close together for me. Lawrence was the quarterback that came back from that 30-point deficit and stole that playoff game and has been in much worse situations, but he's already labeled a bust. And Herbert's still this guy that just gets every pass in the world, regardless of what he messes up. I think he's the most overrated guy in the NFL. He's huge. He got a good arm, but like
highlights are great. Anything. You know, Mr. Highlight over here loves him. I love them highlights.
But like, doesn't this just seem like the guy like every year they're like, oh my god, he can throw the ball wherever, and like he shows you a couple flashes, but like he never wins anything big.
I mean, to be fair, we talk about Cincinnati and Cleveland being terrible organizations. Herbert's almost in the same deal. Chargers are pretty shitty. Like just as an organization. Like there's a reason Eli didn't want to play there. Like their owners are morons.
Like,
what's the point of having $1 billion? Burrow
was able to go into Cincinnati and make it work. Like when you're that good,
I'm not saying Herbert's better than Burrow.
I'm not either, but I'm saying when you're an elite level quarterback, like they try and label Herbert.
Well, what if Herbert was in like Detroit? You don't think that they would be a Super Bowl contender? Well, they are, but you understand my point. Like,
I just don't.
We'd be having this conversation if he was on Detroit or Green Bay or San Francisco.
I really don't spread. I think
I give him a pass because it's a bad organization.
I think Harbaugh is legit just trying to build his Michigan offense and just use Herbert as a stronger armed version of McCarthy.
And I'm not against that, especially in today's NFL where they run too deep every time.
He's not the gunslinging quarterback that can go out and win him games.
No, because Harbaugh would be like that even when he had the gunslinging quarterback Colin Kaepernick that could go out and winning games. He still didn't do that.
I don't like Herbert. I don't think he's all that good.
Who's better, Brock Purdy or Justin Herbert?
Brock Purdy.
Wow, bro. This is summer because you're bringing some heat.
Almost is like if you were like I'm trying. Who would have been like the giant athletic quarterback back when Drew Brees was playing?
Cutler.
Yeah. So are you taking Drew Brees or Cutler?
I mean, Drew Brees never got arrested. Who's going to have a better year? Or who do you like better, Tyler? Caleb Williams or Justin Herbert?
I think I would still lean a little Herbert, but they're kind of like the
Thank
same.
God, I was about to explode on this stream.
Where's my quarterback rankings at? They're laying around here somewhere.
There's no way you had Caleb ahead of him.
Let's see.
Who would you rather have, Kyler Murray or Justin Herbert?
I'd probably take Herbert over Kyler.
Okay.
I had Herbert as my 12th best quarterback when we did rankings.
Yeah, I had him at 6, I think, or 7.
Here's the guys I had ahead of him that I would take ahead of Herbert.
All right,
Jordan Love, CJ Stroud, Brock Purdy, Baker Mayfield, Jaden Daniels, and Matthew Stafford, Jalen Hurts, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Lamar, Patrick Mahomes.
The two I disagree with are probably Purdy and Mayfield. I just think if you put Herbert with Shanahan, you don't think he'd put up numbers? What about if Herbert was playing with your guy, Kevin O'Connell? What do you think would happen?
He'd look pretty good, but I think
the situation does matter.
The situation matters, but situation also matters when you drop 30 in the first half of a playoff game and you can't score again. And you let the other team win.
Who was their coach?
It doesn't matter. He was on the field for the second half of the game.
It matters. It's still real to me, damn it. Who would you rather have, Bo Nix or Justin Herbert?
You really put me in a spot.
I'm putting you through the ringer here, Tyler. This is like when you two ugly girls, and you're like, "Who would you rather go home with tonight?" And you're just sitting here like,
might be taking Bo Nix after the first couple weeks of the season, Fred.
Unbelievable. We know Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback, but we know that fantasy doesn't necessarily reflect that. Who do you think has more fantasy points this year, Tyler? Mahomes or Bo Nix?
I'll go Mahomes.
I mean, Mahomes has been like QB 10.
I'll go Mahomes just because they keep talking up this deep passing offense that they've fixed in the offseason. So if they're just throwing deep balls to Worthy and these guys, like he's gonna put up points.
Oh, we didn't draft Noah Gray today. We fucked up. I want to have Noah Gray in every draft. I like Noah Gray. I just think Kelsey's washed.
You got engaged.
It's funny. What's up?
They got engaged today.
Yeah, I know.
Does that boost his stock at all?
No.
Does he have to play well to pay for the?
No. Bro, he's set for life, bro. I mean, he's so done. He's so done. And who could blame him? All right. Is that it? Are you done getting peppered with questions? Do you want to ask me any questions, Tyler? You want to hear my great takes?
I don't have any questions lined up, and you haven't given me a player that I can sit here and go back and forth with on you. Outside of Darnold, and I mean, we've already done that 35
We've done
times.
that every single show. If you want to hear us argue about Darnold, go to any show that we've ever done in the past 5 years.
I think that's it. Spread.
All right. A final question. Well, let's see. Does the chat have any? Does the chat do any of these? Let's check the chat real quick. All right.
Mike Rob's asking who's going to have the better betting year out of us two. Kind of coincides because we kind of bet together.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Clyde thinks the Pats could be good. I agree with you there, Clyde. See, nice and nice. Do you see that, Mike Rob? I can be nice to the audience. Mike Robb said the last pick being an argument, including Shador and Milrose, a perfect end of the summer drafting. Thank you, Mike Robb. I love to see the positivity. Najee, he wins because he got Najee Harris. He thinks that guy is the best. Yeah. Tyler hates the CW 11 p.m. games so much. Is this true, Tyler? Do you hate watching the CW? You're not a fan of Arrow, Tyler. Did you ever watch Arrow?
Do we need to start this conspiracy theory that Felix was the guy that shot Najee in the eye with the firework because he gets activated 1 week before the season starts and his ADP is now in the drain and Felix could just load up on him?
I mean,
you onto something here, Spread?
It makes sense. I mean, I wish we had that X-Files music. I could hit it right now. Mike Robb agrees. Well, I don't know who he agreed with, but he thinks that Herbert's better than Lawrence. He said, Lawrence sucks like Bonnie Blue level, man. Who's Bonnie Blue? Is that like a porn star?
That's my guess, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. Mike Rob, I haven't done that. I'm not married. I don't watch that stuff.
Because I may have just drafted him at 180.
Do you see this comment from Felix Castro? Your thoughts? Herbert is his highest owned QB.
It coincides with the Najee thing. He's a big Najee guy. We're both on the Chargers.
Okay, so you're trying to. He said, "Uh-oh." Mike Rob agrees with me. He says, "Tyler, too far with Purdy over Herbert."
We'll talk about this when Purdy's in the MVP conversation and Herbert's like 6-10.
I mean, but that doesn't. We went over this before. I mean, if you're in a Kyle Shanahan system with the easiest schedule in the league, does that really mean you're better?
No, but they'll find some way to say it wasn't Herbert's fault, even though you'll throw double.
It's like the idea that Robert Ory is better than John Stockton because he has 5 rings and John Stockton never won one. But John Stockton was a way better basketball player.
It's not the same.
All right, good point. All right, on that note, are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right, so let's do what they call in the industry. What's it called? A tease or a look ahead. Guys, if you enjoy hanging out with us, because I mean, how could you not? We'll be back next
matchup. You got to fire one off. We'll finish the show with.
Do you have one already? I got to think real quick.
I mean, mine's going to be pretty simple.
Let's hear it. Kansas City, Philly.
The Dirty Bird special: Eagles versus Ravens.
I'm going Kansas City. Who do you think can come out of the NFC? If I don't want to take Philly, who would you think the next highest would be? I don't want to take Washington because their defense is too bad. I don't know if I believe in Detroit.
That's the problem here. Is like you start to go through this list and it's like, man, like that side of the board is very weak outside of Philly.
You know what? How about this one, Tyler? I think Stafford's fine. Give me KC versus the Los Angeles Rams. They were the closest team to beating Philadelphia last year in the playoffs.
I like it.
They almost beat them in the wild card round, and then Philly smoked everybody else. Kansas City versus Los Angeles. Now what?
It's a good one. It's a little different.
All right. So, guys, we'll be back next week. We appreciate your comments. We appreciate you guys being active in the chat. It makes the show so much more fun. As a reminder, this is brought to you by fanspeak.com. Please like the channel, subscribe, and, of course, best ball summer's winding down, but that doesn't mean that fanspeak.com won't have the resources that you need. Our betting card will be on fanspeak.com, and Meg and Steve will be putting up daily fantasy content, more relating to Underdog. I'll get with them and I'll double check if we're doing DK, but I think it's going to be more of the Battle Royal type of rankings, right, Tyler? They're going to be focused on the Underdog daily contest. So we're going to have shows doing that. And then, of course, Tyler, it's football season, so it's time to party. And you and Meg will be doing a prop party every Friday, right?
Yep. Every Friday.
All right, that's wonderful. So you got the betting card with me. You got the prop party with Tyler and Meg. This is fanspeak.com. Tyler, our last draft of the summer. I'm going to leave it to you. Final words.
And final words, I think we did good. Hopefully we can get into that final bracket and get a shot at that $2 million and see what happens.
I can't wait.